Hello guys of United Rock Nations. We are in amazing company here with Elize of AMARANTHE. How are you?
Yes, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yes, very well, thank you. Here to talk about the new album, of course, Helix.
Yes.
But I have a first question about the last one, Maximalism.
Yeah.
Did you expect such a success?
No, it's very hard to say in forehand, but we were very happily surprised about the amount of new listeners we gained from that album, actually.
Absolutely.
Yes.
My opinion is that you create a new sound. It's my opinion about music.
Yeah.
A new way to play metal, a bit electronic, dance, techno, and heavy metal. Do you have that impression also or not?
Yeah, I have that impression because that's a combination of music I've always loved, and to be able to create that in one package is quite incredible. I mean, we wanted to do it anyways, but we didn't know it would get so much well appreciated.
And who influenced that orientation?
For example, I loved to listen to Eurodisco while growing up.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
I loved E-Type, for example, and
so you are
and Basic Element, and like that extreme music that really made me like energetic and
fantastic,
enthusiastic. Yeah, and then my father listened to metal, and my brother was a growler in like underground Gothenburg scene. So that inspired me, of course, a lot. And I mean, it inspired me that it felt natural to me and to listen to metal. And it was kind of raw. I thought that metal people were much more cool than, much more funny than regular people.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, regular, or like they could express themselves in a way that was allowed.
Yes.
And that's why my father became a fan of metal as well, because he was finally, you know, it was okay to be that expressional about yourself and not so like.
So now you have a new album coming.
Yes.
Helix, how is your feeling about this new album?
Well, the thing is that we got very inspired to bring in the heavy riffing, because Olaf is obviously a great guitarist.
Absolutely.
And also Martin didn't get a lot of, like I wanted him to play, you know, the technical drums that he can do, and also Olaf. So we were focusing a lot on like giving the instrumentals a more space on this album, because on the previous one it was some kind of experimental between the two of us,
absolutely.
and it was maybe like playing that song is not so hard for Martin, for instance, even though he actually loves the song and it's very nice live, but for him to be able to really show his capability of being a drummer, and also like so. It's nice to be able to know that hopefully people that listen to this album will get inspired to start to pick up their instruments and really practice on.
In fact, my opinion is that it's much more heavier.
It is much more heavy.
Yes, this new album.
And I also kind of miss that when it comes to the songwriting, because we get so much out of doing the Maximalism album. Like we could relive that more, that part of ourselves, whatever you want to call it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then now I thought it's actually also very nice to be able to be more aggressive and to have that backup from the music, and I can't wait to go on tour with this album. It's going to be very fun to see where it takes us also live.
And the 25th October here in France.
Yes, and we're going to play a lot of the new songs, so that's going to be very nice. Yeah.
Is that true that you recorded the album in 2 months?
That is actually true, yes. It's true also that we wrote the album in 2 months, and then we went into the studio and we recorded it for 2 months. I think 2.5 actually.
It's very fast.
It is very fast.
Why?
It's because we knew already in June that we were going to record the album in March.
Yes.
I mean, we knew in June 2017
that
we were going to record in March 2018, and then we had so many tours, and I got very sick, and everybody was tired and exhausted. So there was nothing happening on the songwriting until, you know, January.
Yes.
Because we couldn't find any space for that. And when we could find space, I needed to recover because I've been sick for 3 months, and it was just no time for it. And then we kind of decided, I just knew that I just needed to rest a little bit, and then I would be back in the game. So we decided, like, okay, in January I'm going to be back in, like, healthy again, well rested. So let's start to work on the album then. And then we just did that, and we wrote 2 songs in 1 week, to be able to, you know, to be able to make it when the recording started in the studio. And we had finished almost everything except for a few parts from the lyrics and like C parts and stuff like this. So it was not stressful, but it was like a very creative process.
Absolutely.
Actually, I did like it to know that I don't have time to think so much. I just go with it.
Yes,
and like
straight
boom.
or yes.
Yes, straight. Not like analyze for months. Like So that is. It was good. We could make it in.
Absolutely. Everything is going well now for you with your health.
Yeah, I feel much more better now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
it was a little bit too much work and too little recover. And also, if you catch a cold or something, or actually a flu, and you don't get time to rest, it gets worse. And
Yes,
that is
for the voice. Yes.
Oh yeah, for the voice. I lost my voice a few times, and just in general, you get weak. You can't work out. You can't do anything, which is good for you normally. So that is like for everybody, I guess. If you get sick and you just push it through and do it anyways, you won't get healthy. So that's why it's good that people take like 2 days off from their work if they feel really sick, because that's gonna save. You do that, and it's gonna save like a lot of time. So, but for us artists, it's not possible to cancel a show because you can't decide like, okay,
exactly,
I'm sick now, so let's cancel. It's so many people involved, so it's very hard to know beforehand when you're gonna get sick. So that's why. But I'm better now. Thank you.
Let's talk about the lineup change.
Yeah.
Because Jackie quit, leaves. So tell me more about that.
Yeah, well, he quit back in, I think, 2014. He told us that he wanted to quit, or was it 15? I know it was just right before we started to write the Maximalism album, actually. So me and Olof took most care of that songwriting because we didn't know actually who we were writing the songs for.
Exactly.
And it also was part of how we created that album. I think it was it had a big impact, and we used Chris Adam on the touring because before it was official that he was quitting, which was in 2015. We used Chris Adam as his replacer, and I think, from my perspective, when you get distance from things, you get time to think and you get time to feel. That's why it's never a good thing to take too much time off, so you can like actually analyze things. No, I'm kidding, but that's probably what happened, and then he just didn't feel inspired to come back anymore, and he felt like, you know, the band was rolling, everything went well, and Chris Adam had his own band, Smashing to Pieces, and we knew he wouldn't want to leave that.
Absolutely.
And so we had to look for a different replacer, and then Nils came to our mind and we contacted him, and thanks to like all the success we had, he was of course into it. He saw it as a very good opportunity for him to be able to tour the world.
Yes.
And
it was available for that.
It was available, yeah, and it works very well with his other band Dynasty because it's his band kind of, so he can decide, you know, where to put tours and stuff. So it went very well, actually, very smooth.
Absolutely.
And he's very professional, of course, and a great singer. So we're very happy about Nils.
You have 3 singers on the band. So who wrote the lyrics?
It's mostly me and Olof.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other singers, they don't have.
I mean, for Nils, for instance, he was now so busy. He was writing his own album for Dynasty, I think, at the same time as we wrote this album. So he didn't write any lyrics or vocal melodies on this one. And Henrik, he comes up with ideas, but he's not so much into songwriting, which is also like something, of course, it's hard for me to understand that because I think every person wants to write music, right?
Exactly.
But then obviously there is people that actually don't like that, or they don't feel like they can do it.
Okay.
And it's fair enough because, when we do that, they can stay at home. Most of Henrik has a family, which he gets the time to be with, and he lives in Stockholm. Me and Olof lives in Gothenburg. So when we write, work on the album for two whole months, he could be with them. Meanwhile, we were doing the job. So it's actually a very luxurious situation for the persons that aren't working with the business or with the songwriting. So I'm happy for them.
Fantastic.
And so let's see for the future. I don't know, but like I said, every member inspires a lot. And we send, of course, the demos so that everybody can have their opinion and be like, I think this could be something. And they can also already start to, think how they want to represent all the new music. So that's very nice.
Let's talk about some songs of the album.
Yeah.
On Dream, the song Dream, your performance is very fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
The flow, and tell me more about that song and also the lyrics. It's a very beautiful song.
Thank you very much. Well, I think that we have always, you know, focused on achieving our dreams, and that people should never be afraid of dreaming, because if you can dream it, you can do it. We really believe in this. And we don't have a song that kind of represents that in this very, you know, honest way, which dream song, obviously, because the title is Dream. And so it was just very inspiring to feel that we could express that in a song. So it's about achieving your dreams and like allow yourself to dream. And
about your performance?
Even if you, even if you like reach one dream, you can always create another one.
Yes.
It's very good for, I think, every person. And my performance, yes, I thought it was a little bit like I have not used my higher voice in so many songs. So just for myself, I thought that would be like something new to me to sing like this, because I'm changing my voice between the chest voice and the
Will you play this song live?
I hope so. I really hope so. I'm searching my dreams for a lifetime. Yeah. So.
Unified.
Yeah.
It's a different song from the others.
Yep.
Tell me more about that song.
Okay. Yeah. We wrote that song actually in the studio based on a vocal melody that I came up with on a flight on our way to Spain. And we felt that we needed a song where Nils could shine, like where he could, you know, shine.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, which I think he does that. So the funny part is that we made Olaf played the chords, and in the studio, and then I just kind of thought about Nils and his voice, and I started to sing. And the first thing I came up with was actually the vocal melody, which then became the verse. And it's so funny because then I was gonna add the real vocals. I was like, what did I do again? Because for me it was like kind of, it just happened, you know, when I go into my mind and I open my mouth. And it's funny because it's actually perfect for Nils's voice. And so that is the whole thing I think that inspired for the song, is his voice actually. And also the meaning, of course, that we are unified together.
Fantastic. You will tour with Powerwolf.
Yes.
What can we expect from these new shows?
You can expect a lot of songs from the new album.
Yes.
We think this is a very good album for live, and where the band can really, you know, perform. And also, of course, Nils, because he's not on the other albums. So it's it makes sense to bring in more songs than on the previous ones. Yes. Yeah. So I think that maybe 7 or 6 songs.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and we play only 50 minutes or 60, I'm not sure. But so we're going to have still time for other songs as well. And that is a lot to look forward to, I think. I mean, we are so excited to play the new songs, so it's going to be very fun. And of course, the concept, the whole setup with all the 3 bands, which is very different from each other, is going to be very fun. And the Bataclan is already sold out, so we can't expect anything else than just a fantastic evening.
Right. How you were involved on the Powerwolf cover album?
Oh yeah. Well, they did this deluxe version, like anniversary thing, where they asked certain bands to make a cover of one of their songs.
And
and they asked us if we wanted to do it, because they know we were going to tour together, and I don't know, hopefully for other reasons too. Maybe they like us.
I hope so. I hope so.
And so we listened through all their songs, and I immediately thought Army of the Night was a song for us.
Exactly.
Yes, I like the flow and the melodies and the lyrics of it. And so we just brought it into the studio, and we just thought that we used the Amaranth ingredients on the Powerwolf song, and it will sound like an Amaranth song. So we speeded up the tempo, like, of course, and we raised the key, and we just mixed the 3 vocalists, and everybody was doing their thing. And Martin created a very nice rhythm, I think, on the drums and all that. So we really like the song, and I became a very big fan of Powerwolf actually after this. Yeah, I listen a lot to their new album. I think it's amazing.
Yes, the new album is very amazing. Absolutely.
Very good. I have one favorite song there, which I love. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hope you the best for Helix.
Thanks.
And we will be there at the Bataclan to see you.
Oh, really?
So
nice.
the photograph is here.
Cool. Amazing. I will try to look sweaty as hell.
Thank you very much. And happy to see you.
Thank you.
In the Bataclan.
Yes. Hi guys, this is Elize from Amaranth. You're watching United Rock Nation.